Thank you. Several years ago, Dale Larson shared an article with me called "Kindness is a Habit of the Heart" by Val Farmer. It begins with the question, what is the most important quality you'd want in the person who marries your son or daughter? The answer is infinite kindness, to be cared for with no strings attached, to feel secure, to belong, to know we are valued. When someone we trust believes in us and our intentions, we bring our heart and soul to everything we do. The article goes on to say, kindness is a safe haven for imperfections. It knows hard battles are being fought and sometimes lost. Kindness leaves unsaid those wrong words in that tempting moment and is slow to take offense. It is consistent in its daily acts and doesn't keep score or wave a banner for all to see. Kindness knows the importance of appreciation and gives it abundantly. Kindness opens a door to the heart. I'm here today to consider whether in life and in business, the good guys can win. I maintain that even one person living the values of humility, kindness, compassion, and sharing can change the quality of life for tens of millions of individuals and bring hope to future generations. Several years ago, Dale Larson was on a bike ride with his grandson and stopped at a rural bed and breakfast. As the owner showed them to their room, he walked past a door with a frame that didn't match its interior. He said, "Hey, what happened to my door?" The owner said he'd purchased a Larson door many years prior, and as it aged, he cobbled together parts and pieces. The very next day, a crew arrived and repaired or replaced each unit's storm door, leaving the owner very surprised and excited at this level of service. You see, the owner of the bed and breakfast was an author named Fred Keel, who was writing a book called Return on Character. He was just beginning a research study, which he quickly asked Dale and his company to be part of. The study evaluated whether high-character leaders and their organizations perform better than companies with low-character leaders. In short, can nice guys finish first? In fact, they do. Participating companies were asked to rate their CEOs according to head and heart characteristics. High-character leaders consistently displayed the head characteristics of integrity and responsibility while practicing the heart traits of forgiveness and compassion. Keel termed low-character leaders self-centered and high-character leaders virtuoso. The results? High-character leaders consistently perform better than low-character companies enterprise-wide, experiencing a 5 times the return on assets and a whopping 26% increase in engagement. Across the board, Larson Manufacturing was the highest-rated company. So, where does high character come from? In this case, our company founder. Oscar Larson believed there is a right way and a wrong way of doing things. He believed everyone deserved to make a living and provide for their families. At 62 years old, a time when others were thinking about retirement, Oscar mortgaged the family home to the max in order to finance a business selling storm doors and storm windows. He felt confident that if he could sell 100 doors and 200 windows in a week, he would make enough profit to improve the quality of life of his employees. 61 years later, his company has grown from producing 100 doors to building over 10,000 products in a single day. Oscar taught his family that caring comes first, and doing the right thing is always their primary responsibility. In 1968, his son Dale took the reins and moved the corporate headquarters to Brookings, South Dakota. Now 1,500 people strong, we have sustained less than a 2% turnover rate and have been profitable for over 60 consecutive years. Our success is due primarily to 2 things: building the best value products and the loyalty and dedication of our employees. Prior to working here, I worked with companies reputed to be the best companies to work for. My expertise was helping them find that sweet spot between performance and character. However, I never found that combination. When I moved to Brookings, I was initially very surprised to hear such consistently positive feedback from the people in the community. Employees treated me as if I were a new member of their family. It was the first time I had experienced a company that was better on the inside than it was reputed on the outside. I believe there are 5 habits that we can learn from a high-character, high-performance company. The first habit, culture and values. It's the heart of who we are. With a work environment characterized by genuine caring and respect, we win in the marketplace because people feel part of something bigger than they are. We work together with a shared passion for a shared purpose. Dale's personal character is embodied in the unshakable belief in his product and his people, which allows us to cycle rapidly through mistakes and learn from them. Integrity is the second habit. It's more than a pledge or a piece of paper. We don't manage people, we lead them with a strong moral compass. We choose employees and customers who have strong ethics, and we treat them well. We know if we do the right thing for the right reason, we'll get a return. Third habit, you have to be driven to work for a high-character, high-performance company. Having a strong work ethic is part of our value system. Early on, we decided to grow from our market share from 20% to over 50% by doing what we do best, storm doors. That focus allowed us to be better than anyone else, and we have captured and contained over half the market for over 20 years. Fourth habit, surround yourself with people who inspire you, accept feedback so that you can learn more, be better, grow stronger. We believe in good intentions and that actions speak louder than words. We work from our strengths, and we take on tasks and projects that allow us to stretch our capabilities. The fifth habit, when people contribute ideas or time to achieving a goal, let them share in the success. In life or in business, the more they put in, the more we give out. We invest in benefits to make life better for our employees and their families, but it's often that unexpected sign of appreciation that leaves employees talking for years. For example, when fuel prices skyrocketed, Dale wrote personal checks to employees to help defray their expenses. He continues to teach us to give from the gifts that we're given. Using these 5 habits, a high-character person or company will build long-lasting relationships and make long-standing change. By improving lives, we make our communities better places to live and to work. While the investments vary in scale and scope, they all have that same goal. Some of the projects that we've undertaken in Brookings include the Performing Arts Center, the Children's Museum of South Dakota, or the Dakota Nature Trails. When you experience a high-character, high-performance company or community, giving takes on a whole new level. High-character, high-performing people experience the joy of sharing. We have fun and we celebrate success. While our 60-year anniversary trip to the Bahamas was a company event, it felt way more like a very large family reunion. As we walked the grounds, our attention drawn to the spectacular yachts in the harbor, our owner, very reflective of himself, Dale looked out over the marina with a sparkle in his eye before looking back at us and saying, "I would rather have 1,500 smiling faces looking up at me than own any one of those boats in the marina. You are my yacht." By now, it should come as no surprise to you to know that our vision is to improve lives. When the values of the owners, the leadership, and the employees are unified, they take on a new meaning, more than words. Solomon Bennett Freehoff said, "Years ago, I preferred clever people, but I find that my tastes have changed. Verbal fireworks bore me, motivated by self-assertion and self-display. I now prefer another type of person, one who is considerate and understanding, careful not to break down another's self-respect. While once I liked clever people, now I like good people. The world needs more good people, kind people, who make life easier for each other. The world needs good people who encourage, appreciate, and habitually give small or large acts of kindness. The Larson family and the Larson Manufacturing family is a story worth telling, because if even one person better understands how productive a company, a community, a country can be when it cares for its people, we will have changed the world. And those of us brave enough to think we can change the world are the ones who will do it. Are you that person?